All right. Good Monday morning. I'm beat, man. I'm beat. I didn't get any sleep. Set some trail cams down by the river because I'm looking to do a little geese hunting, and I wanted to see what was going on down there. And I think bears were setting it off all night. Yep. It's bears. I'm looking at the pictures now. Black bear, just one. So I'm beat. All right. Hey, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. I appreciate that. There's some links down in the description if you guys want to support the channel. Appreciate that too. Join me live at 9 o'clock. Do some trades. We've had a bang out week. Monday was a slow day, but yeah, we got paid every day after. So hop on with me at 9 o'clock. Learn a little something, make some money, share the wealth, share the love. All right. So that being said, let's take a look. I mean, we all know what we got going on today because I've been talking about it all week. There it is, non-farm unemployment rate. So these are going to be interesting numbers, and it's going to obviously affect the market. And as a matter of fact, we're going to do a trade. Join me at 9 o'clock, and we'll get all set up for that trade. Really, trade goes off at 9:30, so we'll get started at 9 o'clock and start talking about it. And we'll take that trade together, and we'll talk it. We'll talk it through. Hopefully, everything goes well. But this is going to be funny. It's going to be interesting. We're going to have to watch the subtleties about it and the information around it, because if non-farm went up but job participation increased, then labor costs can come down. So it's not just going to be about non-farms. There'll be knee-jerk reactions to non-farm, and we'll trade technicals, and that's cool. And we're just using the report as the catalyst. And if we get those knee-jerk reactions, that's what we'll move on. But as far as going forward, we really got to take a look at this thing, because again, like I said, if non-farms is up, and then we get participation and labor costs come down, that's going to have a different role on inflation. And that's what it's all about, man. It's all about inflation. It's that if non-farms keep going up and payroll goes up, then it's just going to add to inflation. Obviously, there'll be more consumption. Well, at least that's theoretically the fear. I mean, personally, I'm not buying into that old school philosophy, at least not in this scenario. But yeah, I'm saying supply side issues, and nothing's really going to change until you change supply side issues. And we may not need these interest rates hikes or to be so aggressive. But anyway, I mean, if it turns around, snaps the other way, I know the Fed will make the move and ease up a little bit, which will make for party time in the market again. So okay, so anyway, at 8:30, we're gonna pay close attention to that today. So let's get to it. All right, so the first thing I want to look at is Earl. And we had a nice sell-off yesterday, and then we did a bounce. So, yeah, what do we got going on? We got a little support right here that we kind of bounced off of, and that's cool. So we're up $2 today, which, basically we're giving back everything we took yesterday. I haven't really read the news this morning, so I don't know if Putin's pulling anything. I know everybody's hemming and hawing because our diesel stocks are low and our oil stocks are low, because now we're like the number one exporter in the world of oil. You would think we would hang on to that stuff, huh? So anyway, I'm neutral on it. I'm watching that support right here. I'm looking to see if it puts in a lower high, maybe a trend reversal, but I got nothing going on in oil right now. So big all neutral on oil. And guess what? I'm neutral on gold. It's grinding down, and we're gonna let it continue gold down. But it looks kind of overextended. So watch it for a bounce. If anybody's trading this here, just watch it for the bounce. But you know what? It's not giving me any clues, man. It's not giving me any insight into the economy. It's just grinding around here. It seems like there's just a lack of interest in it. And finally, bonds. I really like bonds. I make a lot of money on bonds. I used to trade the futures all the time, but I really haven't. I mean, the S&P has been so volatile. Doesn't seem to be any reason to move into other vehicles. But okay, so we're testing this support right here. Looks like a bear flag going on the daily. So I'm going to watch that for the bear flag. A bear flag breaking into that support should be a nice move down. And then, yeah, we may very well see the 131 number. And we're coming into, I think, what do we have? September Fed, end of the month? Yeah, we should take a look. Yeah, we're coming into September Fed, so everybody's kind of gearing up for that interest rate hike, and I would attribute that to the float down in bonds. And Bitcoin, BTC. So you can see this obvious trend right here that it broke, but the momentum's bullish. Everything's bullish. We tested this low 3 times. Really, I'm just watching this that resistance right there. Let's just put a resistance line in there. I like to go to the highs, but I'm feeling this right here. I like that double top right there. Not that it's a double top because of that, but these feel like outliers, and sometimes you get these outliers. I mean, if you want to be conservative, you could hold this 20,670. But I would argue that this is the proper channel right in here. Just that's where I'm feeling it. I like the midline on that. I'm feeling it. Midline kind of works out at the gap. You can see us grinding around right here. If we had that argument, we could say that it looks like it might be going to the lower half of the channel again. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold that resistance. I'm neutral while we're grinding around in here and it's collecting itself. Really nice test of this resistance of these lows. I'm going to watch for that. A breakthrough, that should be a pretty aggressive move to the downside. I love me some 3 tests on that the break. And what else are we looking at? Oh, we got to look at the S&P, Dave. S&P on the daily. So, I mean, some could argue this is a hammer. I would rather see a longer tail on this hammer, but it's a very encouraging, positive, bullish bar. And so we traded off considerably yesterday and then just rallied on back to put some strength in it. But you know what? I mean, we're not going to expect too much. We're going to take this with a grain of salt because everything could change with this announcement. So, I mean, the technicals are out the door. As long as we got the announcement ahead of us. If everything goes in our favor and this breaks, then we should get a decent little bounce right here. But we're just gonna have to watch it, man. So the short or the long. Oh, you know what? Let's not run out. That would have been a good segue though. Take a look at the GOOGL extended hours, 1 minute. Oh, look at that. I'm glad that's not on a higher time frame chart. Let's just look at the daily on the GOOGL. Yeah, it's an indecisive bar, just a doji. I really got nothing going on. Nothing. I mean, it's a weak bear flag. It triggered, it retraced. That's why I wouldn't trade a flag like this. If you want to talk more about bear flags and how I judge them, just join me at 9 o'clock and hit me up in the chat, and I'm happy to spell things out for you. Microsoft. Here we go. Microsoft again with the tombstone on the 1 minute. Oh, look at that. That's classic hammer right there. So, I mean, everything can change again. And it's actually down half a buck, which is cool. That stages it nicely, but the whole picture could change after the non-farm. But nice hammer. You take the entry on the break. The momentum's not really going too far, so don't expect too much out of that hammer. But that could be the beginning of a trend reversal. What do we just look at? Oh, Microsoft. Amazon. Where are you? Bang. Oh, what a surprise. Probably get that hammer too. Yep, there's the hammer. Hammer. Tesla. Probably got that hammer too. Hammer. All right. So, look, all of it, you really, you got to take all those hammers with a grain of salt. That's the bottom line. We'll be able to figure it all out at 9 o'clock. So subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. Hit me up at Patreon, buy me a beer. I greatly appreciate it. And join me at 9 o'clock to see what it's all about.